Welcome to Module 4, Mastering the Must-Know AI Tools for Future-Ready Program Leadership. In the last module, we built strategy, mindset, and workflows. Now we get tactical because understanding tools is no longer optional. It's mission critical. In this module, you'll learn the AI tools every program leader must know, how to decide when to build or automate, how no-code AI can save your time and cost immediately. And you'll get my bonus 30 best AI tools cheat sheet. Ready to work smarter, not just harder? Let's dive in. Hi, welcome to the first lesson of Module 4. Today, we unlock something truly powerful. The essential AI tools you must know to lead smarter, faster, and more human-centered in the AI era. Because being a future ready program leader isn't just about ideas, it's about equipping yourself with the right digital tools to multiply your leadership impact. So, why are tools your leadership advantage? AI tools are not here to replace you, they're here to amplify you. The right tools will help you save time, cut down busy work, make smarter decisions, and lead larger, more complex programs without burning out. As a pro tip, you don't scale by working harder. You scale by working smarter with the right tools behind you. Here's a deep dive in the 8 must know AI tools. Number 1 is Notion AI. Imagine your notes, plans, and documents automatically organized, summarized, and expanded. Use it for brainstorming, project timelines, auto-generate meeting notes, and draft reports faster. So for example, as a prompt, you can type in generate a launch checklist for a new partnership program with 5 phases. Number 2, Zapier, the glue connecting 6,000 apps without coding. Use it to automate repetitive workflows like onboarding, task updates, and notifications. So, for example, when a form is submitted, automatically add it to a Trello card and send a Slack notification and log the response in Google Sheet. Number 3, and my favorite, ChatGPT, your AI brainstorm partner, researcher, summarizer, and content drafter, and a lot of everything else. Use it for drafting emails, generating stakeholder engagement plans, summarizing long reports, etc. So, for example, you can prompt ChatGPT to summarize a 20-page project report into 5 executive bullet points. Number 4, Airtable. Think of it as an Excel meets project management meets database. Use it for tracking tasks, KPIs, feedback, and project phases in a highly flexible way, and it has many other functions too. As an example, you can create a live stakeholder engagement tracker showing sentiment score, risk status, and next action. Number 5, Asana AI. You can use it as a task management that predicts bottlenecks before you see them. Use it to automate project planning, forecast potential risks, and get smart reminders. For example, alert you if resource load is getting too high before a critical delivery phase. Number 6, Trello AI. It's a visual project management enhanced with smart predictions. Use it to auto prioritize cards, predict overdue risks, and suggest rebalancing. So, for example, you get notified when a card's due date is slipping and get a suggested replan immediately. Number 7, Jasper AI, high quality AI writing assistant. Use it to write program newsletters, marketing campaigns, blog posts, emails, etc. So an example prompt would be you can tell it to write a 300-word blog announcing the launch of our new AI powered leadership program. Number 8, Otter.ai. It is an AI powered live transcription and meeting summarizer. So use it to capture stakeholder calls, team meetings, workshops, and summarize actions automatically. So, as an example, you can auto send meeting summaries to project Slack channels within 5 minutes of finishing. Right. Mastering even 3 to 4 of these tools could save you 5 to 10 hours a week. Imagine the strategic decision you could make with that reclaimed time. So you can do a quick exercise. Choose 2 to 3 AI tools to master first. So, for example, for first tool, you can say Airtable, how will you apply it this month? And then number two, let's say Trello AI, what workflow will you automate first? Tool number three, you can say ChatGPT, dream use cases you want to test. Remember, the goal isn't to master every tool immediately. The goal is to build momentum. Tiny experiments equates or eventually becomes massive advantages. As a pro tip, you don't need to become an expert overnight. You just need to be 5% ahead of where you were yesterday. You now have them mapped to your AI leadership toolkit. In our next lesson, we'll tackle a strategic question every smart leader must ask. When do you build custom systems? And when do you automate smartly with AI? Let's keep leveling up. Welcome to the second lesson of the fourth module. One of the most important strategy lessons in this module is to when to build and when to automate. Smart leaders know it's not about doing more. It's about doing what only you should do and letting intelligent systems handle the rest. Your most valuable leadership asset is not your budget. It's not even your title. It's your energy and focus. And if you spend that energy on the wrong activities, you steal momentum from your bigger mission. As a pro tip, if a task doesn't require your unique human judgment, vision, or creativity, automate it. In essence, build if it's your program's unique differentiator, if it requires creativity, emotional intelligence, or strategic judgment, if it protects core intellectual property, if it's a complex stakeholder engagement strategy needing human nuances, and if it sets your leadership brand apart. And automate if it's repetitive, predictable, and rule based. If it's operational maintenance like updates, notifications, and standard workflows. If it's admin heavy and low risk if AI handles it. And if it scales faster with little human touch needed. And if it frees leadership time for strategic thinking. Automation isn't about replacing leadership. It's about creating space for higher value leadership. As a pro tip, lead people, automate paperwork. So here are some real world examples of building versus automating. So the first scenario is to design a new cross regional innovation accelerator. So it's better to build custom messaging like the vision, the collaboration mechanisms, and to inject some creativity to it. The second scenario is sending weekly stakeholder check ins. So it's better to automate it with Zapier and CRM AI. The third scenario is to summarize customer feedback survey themes. You can definitely automate this with ChatGPT and Google Sheets. The fourth scenario is to lead sensitive cultural change programs. So it's best to build it with custom traits of the nature of the organization with empathy driven leadership. And the last scenario is to generate standard meeting agendas. So it's best to automate it with Notion AI or Jasper. So imagine how much faster, lighter, and smarter you'll move when you stop manually repeating tasks that AI can manage and instead invest that energy into building future defining programs. Let's do a quick activity. So list 5 tasks you regularly perform each week. And for each task, decide whether to build, automate, or eliminate. And then ask yourself why, and then what's your first step of action. Even shifting just one task of your plate through automation could free hours a month and unlock the time you need to think bigger, move faster, and lead better. You were not made to spend your leadership energy chasing admin work. You were made to design, inspire, connect, and scale impact. In our next lesson, I'll show you exactly how no code AI integrations can save you thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours, and keep your leadership focused where it belongs, on changing the game, not managing the machine. See you there. Welcome to the third lesson of Module 3, No Code AI Integrations to Save Time and Cost. In this lesson, you'll discover how you can design powerful automations, smart workflows, and intelligent systems without writing a single line of code. Because as a future-ready leader, you don't just lead people anymore, you lead intelligent systems too. So why no-code AI is a game changer? First is because of its speed. You don't need to wait for IT teams or developers to build workflows, which can only take hours and not weeks. Second is because it's cost saving. You can avoid expensive custom built systems for basic automation. Third is scalability. You can easily expand or adapt your automations as your program grows. And lastly, accessibility. If you can design a workflow in your head, you can definitely build it with no code platforms. As a pro tip, in the AI era, your ability to design systems, even without coding, is a leadership superpower. Here are some of the most useful no-code AI integrations for program leaders. First is Zapier and Airtable. As a use case, when a stakeholder submits feedback via Typeform or even via Airtable form, Zapier can automatically log it into Airtable. And then it sends back a Slack notification to the project team. And as a result, there is zero manual data entry and there's immediate visibility. Second, Notion AI and Trello AI. As a use case, Notion AI generates a project outline based on program goals. So Trello AI takes the outline and creates a visual Kanban board. And as a result, the planning to execution is under an hour. Next example is Otter.ai and Slack. As a use case, you can record a meeting audio and then Otter.ai transcribe it. And Zapier pushes the summary into the Slack project channel automatically. And as a result, there's instant team alignment and zero manual minutes writing. The next case would be ChatGPT and Google Sheets. So the use case would be to feed the survey results into Google Sheets, and then ChatGPT can also summarize sentiment trends into a one-page executive report. And as a result, it's data-driven insights generated daily and not monthly. You can literally run an entire project's admin with AI and no-code tools in the background, freeing you to focus on vision, relationships, and strategic impact. Here's a simple framework to build your first no-code AI workflow. So step one is to identify a repetitive process. So for example, meeting schedules, feedback collection, project status updates. Step two, choose your trigger or the event. What action starts the workflow? So for example, if a form is submitted or if you receive an email or there's a task newly created. Step three, automate the workflow. So what happens automatically after the trigger? So for example, it creates a record in your Google Sheet, or it sends an update to your Slack or to your email, or it automatically gets assigned as a task to one of your program member. And lastly, test and refine. Always run a few manual tests. Improve the flow until it feels seamless. Every workflow you automate is a leadership system you no longer need to manually manage. Start small and scale fast. So do a quick activity. Design your first no-code workflow. The first is to identify a repetitive process and then choose the trigger and then automate the next steps and what define the tools that you'll use. Pro tip, think big and start tiny. Even automating a 5-minute daily task saves you over 30 hours a year. No code AI integration isn't just for tech startups anymore. It's for program leaders who are building faster, smarter, and with greater impact. And now that leader is you. In the next lesson, I'll share a list of 30 best AI tools cheat sheet to step up your tech stack in AI driven program management. See you there. Welcome to the last lesson of Module 4, the bonus you didn't even know you needed. After learning about the must-know AI tools, building versus automating, and designing your no-code workflows, it's time for your special resource, the 30 best AI tools for future-ready leaders cheat sheet. There's literally thousands of AI tools emerging every month, and it's exciting, but it can also feel very overwhelming. That's why I curated this guide carefully for you. These 30 AI tools are practical, reliable, high impact for program leaders and change makers like you. Whether you need help with project planning, communication, reporting, innovation, there's a tool on this list that can save you hours every week. As a pro tip, remember, you don't need all the tools, you just need the right ones for your leadership mission. So, how to use your cheat sheet strategically. Step one is to choose one new tool each month. Start small, master one tool, integrate it into a real project or leadership task. Step two, set a simple test challenge. So, for example, use Airtable and Zapier to automate your stakeholder check in process. Step three, reflect and refine. After 30 days, ask yourself a question. Did it save you time or did it improve stakeholder experience? Would you scale this automation? In 12 months, you'll be running a leadership system that's 5 times smarter and faster than most executives today. Pro tip, small, consistent experiments is better than big, overwhelming tech projects. So here's a quick sneak peek, and I categorized the cheat sheet, and I'm sure you can Google or ChatGPT about more information about each of the tool. So the first one is about program management and productivity. You can use Notion AI, Trello AI, and Airtable. For the automation and no code, you can use Zapier, Make, and Integrately. For content generation and communication, you can use Jasper, Copy.ai, Otter.ai. For data insights and analysis, you can use Monkey Tableau, Pulse AI. For collaboration and stakeholder engagement, you can use Slack AI and Miro AI. And for learning and research acceleration, you can use Perplexity.ai and Elicit.org. Leadership momentum isn't built by waiting, so you should experiment, learn, adjust, and scale smart moves consistently. You have now the AI toolkit that would have taken years to build on your own, but you didn't wait. You acted. In the next module, we'll officially celebrate your leadership transformation and launch your future ready journey into the world. See you in the next module.